My name is Yap Fa Long. Number is 11DKA19F1001. We will read about determination of chemical oxygen demand. Main objective is to determine the chemical oxygen demand of given water sample. Apparatus use COD digester, round bottom reflux flask, digestion vessels, conical flask, buttered and piped and ECT. Solution used is mercury sulfate solution, sulfate solution, potassium dichromate solution, silver sulfuric acid solution, ferrous ammonium sulfate solution, distilled water sample. Description is chemical oxygen demand is defined as amount of specified oxygen that reacts with the sample under controlled condition. Preparation of blank solution. Step 1. Take 10 ml of distilled water in around bottom reflux flask. Put the pilot. Press out the arrow on the bulb to take 10 ml of distilled water up into the piped. Put it down to the flask. The COD test is commonly used to measure with the following. The answer is amount of organic compound in water. Step 2. Add 1 ml of mercury sulfate solution into the same flask. Press out the arrow button on bulb to take the 1 ml of mercury sulfate solution up into the pipette. Step 3. Add 5 ml of potassium dichromate solution into the same flask. Press out the arrow on the bulb to take 5 ml of potassium dichromate solution up into the pipette. Potassium dichromate used to effectively oxidize or organic compound in water. Step 4. Now add 15 ml of silver sulfuric acid solution into the flask. Press out the arrow on the bulb to take 10 ml of sulfuric acid up into the pipette. Press out arrow the bulb to take 5 ml of sulfuric acid up into the pipette. Put it down. After that, we doing the titration of blank solution. Step 5. Transfer the contents in the digestion vessel to conical flask. Then add 2 or 4 drop of foreign indicator to the flux. Put the digital vectors and take the foreign indicator and put the 2 or 4 drop. Step 5. Transfer the content in the flux to digestion vessels. Then place the digestion vessels in the COD digester. Put it down in the digestion vessel. Keep the digestion vessel in the COD digester. On the switch, digest the content in the digestion vessels for 2 hours. Waiting for 2 hours. After 2 hours of the switch and put it the digestion vessel. Allow the content to cool for 30 minutes. Step 6. Take the 0.025 meter ferrous ammonium sulfate solution in the battery. Which of the tests is used as the indicator when the titration is carried out to determine the amount of COD present in a sample? Ferrorin. Step 7. Titrate the blank solution till the color changes from blue to colorless. Initial battery reading is 0 ml. Open the knob to start the liquid running into the conical flux. After that, we get the final battery reading is 9.9 ml. Next, we do the titration of water sample. Step 8. Take the 0.025 meter ferrous ammonium sulfate solution in the battery. COD test is very used to determine all of the above degree of the pollution in the water body, efficiency or treatment plan, pollution load, or all of the above. Step 9. Titrate the sample solution till the color changes from blue to colorless. Initial battery reading 0 ml. Open the knob to start the liquid running into the conical flux. Waiting to get the data. finally we get the final validated reading is 9.1 milliliter. Lastly, we need to calculate the COD of given water sample. The formula is COD A minus B multiplied by molarity multiplied by 18,000 divided by volume of sample, where A is FAS fast for consumer by brand, where B is FAS consumer by sample. Volume sample is 200 milliliter. Molarity is 0.025 meter. So the volume of FAS solution is final value minus initial value. Final value as brand is 9.9 minus by 0 in initial, we get 9.9 milliliter for FAS brand. For water sample, 9.1 minus 40, we get 9.1 milliliter. So we need to do A 9.9 minus by B 9.1 time by molarity is 200 0.025 time by 18,000 divided by 200. We get the 80 milligram by liter. So 16. The correct answer is 16. What is the acceptable range of COD in drinking water? Less than 250 milligram per liter. Acceptable limit of COD in drinking water is less than 250 milligram per liter. So the water sample given is suitable of drinking.